All right, what's up, everybody? So I sold the Honda Odyssey minivan to the folks for $2,000 cash plus tax, tags, and fees. Total came out to be $2,350 for a 2006 Honda Odyssey Touring with Elite package on it. That thing's fully loaded. Unfortunately, the doors do not open on the vehicle. I cannot figure out why they don't open. I've talked to the mechanic back here. He says most likely the doors have came off the tracks, and that's what's going on. You hit the buttons in there, they just don't seem to open. But it really came down to talking with the customer, and like I told her, I said, look, you're getting a freaking Honda Odyssey for $2,000 cash. I mean, you're not gonna find any other minivans that are probably gonna last as long as a Honda will at the end of the day for that kind of money. So her and her husband decided to go ahead and get it, and you know, gotta go from there. But I think she made out okay, really. I mean, it's a really nice van for the money. It's got to get a few things fixed on it, of course. But again, I mean, I just can't reiterate that enough. $2,000 cash for Honda Odyssey Touring. I mean, yeah, it's a little rough, you know, but put a little money into it, like I told her. I mean, her husband's about to get his tax return in the next you know, the next couple days, and so they're not even buying it with tax return money. So like she said, when he gets his return, they're most likely going to take the car to a shop and put some money into it and get it you know, right. So congratulations to them on finding a pretty nice minivan for $2,000. All right, guys, we had some customers here earlier, and we had, again, another entire family here looking at cars. We've been getting a lot of that lately. Big families coming in, looking at cars. And once again, this time we had two sisters that wanted to buy a car. Each of them wanted a car. So technically I could have had two car deals there. And Mike Tyson comes out, and he somehow sees one of the sisters, and he basically sees one of the sisters, and before you know it, Mike Tyson is walking up, giving the lady a hug right over here by that Saturn view. And I'm like, okay, here we go again. Mike Tyson getting all up in my deals, and I'll be doggone it if he was. So I ended up talking to him. I said, dude, what's going on, man? He's like, I know that girl, man. You know, I know her, you know, she's family. I'm like, really? I know, I've done heard this out of you before, Mike Tyson, this family thing, right? So anyways, a little time goes by, and I ended up talking to her, and she says, no, they're not really cousins. They just go back and they know each other from whatever. So anyways, he gets involved and starts talking with her. Next thing you know, we're like, well, you can have this deal with the other sister, Chad, and I'll take this sister. We'll both sell a car. We'll both make money. At the time, I had damn two deals. Now I'm down to one because Mike Tyson got involved. But here is the situation. At the end of the day here, ain't nobody got a deal, because then people end up leaving and not buying a darn car at all. Now let me tell you what happened. Here's what happened. They brought somebody they know that says they a mechanic. I done watched this happen on Saturday, this past Saturday, some guy coming out being Mr. Mechanic. Now they got another guy, raggedy as hell. I mean, the guy's rough as can be. He probably is a mechanic. Something about mechanics, man, you touch their hands, they're rough, you know, they're scruffy, rough hands, you know. You know, us car sales guys, we got smooth hands, right? Because we using pens and pencils. So I give it to a mechanic now. They get some rough hands. But anyways, he says he was a mechanic, but here's my telltale that tells me if they really a mechanic or not. I mean, because anybody that knows how to work on a car can sit there and think they're a mechanic, but when mechanic guy starts walking around and says, well, this car's got this motor and that car's got that motor in it, and he's giving all this knowledge that he supposedly knows, and in my head, I'm like, hold on a minute. That car doesn't have that motor. That one over there doesn't have that motor. What you're saying isn't right. But guess what? If I tell him he ain't right while he's walking around with these ladies showing off like he's Mr. Mechanic, well, we're gonna have a problem here. Long story short, Mr. Mechanic pretty much did what the other Mr. Mechanic did on Saturday. Basically perturbed them on buying just about any car we had out here. So once again, you got customers that have about $2,000 cash, and you know, Mr. Mechanic wants to walk around and tell them why not to buy these $2,000 cars. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Mechanic. Why don't you fix the car that they're gonna buy for $2,000, since you are so much of a mechanic, why don't you fix the car? What's up, everybody? So it's later in the day and it's definitely starting to get dark. So far today, I've only sold one car, and I've probably had over 8 different groups of customers on the lot. It's been a wild day since we got started. First pulling in this morning, it's just been super busy. But I got one customer left right now out on a test drive, and let me tell you the story with this, okay? Him and his wife and his baby, talking baby like 5 months old, and their son that's like 2 years old, they were here. They messaged me on Facebook actually earlier today and said they were coming. And before they had got here, they had stopped at this other car dealership up the road named TJ's Auto Sales. And basically, they went to TJ's before coming here because they saw that store first, is what they said. And they got in a Chevy Cobalt down there at TJ's, and they drove the car on a test drive, and they pulled in here with that car. I started talking with them, and I'm like, okay guys, what's going on, you know? And they're like, well, we're looking at this at the other store down there. I said, all right, well, let me show you what I got. We were extremely busy. This was probably like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock today. So they were really busy. We were really busy. And anyways, I had like a couple groups of customers at the time. So I was trying to help them, this, that, and the other, and I turned around when I was up that way by the store today, and I looked out onto the lot, and I saw him and his wife just kind of get into the Chevy Cobalt, and they left because we were just so busy, and we couldn't really help every single customer on the lot as good as we should. So anyways, here's what happens. They leave, they go back down to the other car store, they buy the other car. They get in their car and they leave and go back to North Charleston. And here's what he says. He says, Chad, I got to my house, I changed clothes, and I'm getting ready to go to work. And he says, I get in the car to go to work because he had to be at work at like 6 o'clock. And he says that the car started acting weird and the transmission wasn't shifting properly. And here's what he says. He says, it obviously had a transmission problem. So he says he went back to his house, got his wife, got his kids, got back in the car, and drove immediately back to Mr. TJ's Auto Sales, told TJ what was going on, and lo and behold, here's what TJ does. TJ gives them a refund for their money, puts their money back in their hands. They catch an Uber ride from TJ's back down to here. So catching an Uber, not even a mile down the street, down to here. And they've been here with us now for quite some time looking at cars. So even while they've been here for the last hour and a half looking at cars, test driving, trying to find the right one, I've had 2 other groups of customers when they pulled back in and couldn't seem to sell any of those people cars either. So anyways, what's going on right now is all the sales that we have had from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all the car sales we've had since Friday, people have basically nitpicked our inventory and taken all the good cars from our store. All right, everybody. Mr. Mike Tyson's in selling mode. He's like, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with the car. I'm gonna tell you all about the car. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with it. Man, I've never heard him tell so many people what's so much wrong with a car before, but Mr. Porter's doing it tonight. Mr. Mike Tyson's telling everybody what's wrong with the car that they're looking at. What Jeep Cherokee? Oh, that one, maybe, hold on. No, that's a 4.0 V8.
Yeah.
All right, look at that, boy. That thing looked pretty sweet, boy. That's what you call a nitro.
That's right.
Nitro, 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 everybody. Well, I had to give damn Mr. Mike Tyson some compliments tonight, everybody. I mean, he's out here selling his little butt off. He's doing a great job, too. I like Mr. Mike Tyson. Anyways, guys, we got this super sporty Nissan 300ZX over here. We have not had time to do our in-depth review on it yet. I'm not really too concerned about it selling in the next day or so. So when Mr. Chad gets a free moment from not selling cars, we're definitely going to take the Nissan out on a test drive. So stay with us when that comes very soon. And that's why we haven't done any car videos in the last couple of days on the channel, because, well, hey, busy selling cars. When I'm busy selling cars, I can't do a whole lot of car videos. So anyways, I hope you're enjoying a little bit of what I am offering you here on the channel. Check this out, everybody. Chad got real creative today. And I put me some little signs up on my windows. Ask for Chad. It's a tax sale cash king. Ask for Chad. I mean, I am the cash king, they say, right? So anyways, we're gonna see about that. All right, everybody, so we're back in the Nissan here that they just got done test driving. 145,000 miles. Now, I want to see what he's talking about, because he says that it jerks in gear when you're driving. Now, I don't know what he's talking about, but it seems to be just fine. Might need some motor mounts. Got a little hissing sound under there, so that does sound a little odd. But they have already test driven like 5 cars from our store. I understand they're trying to find the right one, but like I just had to explain to this young man, is this. When you are looking to buy a $2,000 car, the car is not gonna be perfect, okay? Again, I said, sir, how much money are you really looking to spend? Well, really total $2,500 is my max today. So I gotta be at $2,200, $2,300 just to get him rocking and rolling on out of here. So, oh man, we are definitely trying, but we're not there yet. Let's hope him driving the car with 300,000 miles, a Pontiac G6 with 300,000 miles, works for him. Here's a Nissan Sentra with 145,000 miles. That doesn't seem to work. So I think the little car drives pretty good myself. It's clean. It's got nice looking wheels on it. Pretty clean little Nissan Sentra. I don't know about y'all, but I think I'd probably pick the Sentra over the G6 with 300,000 miles. But at the end of the day, it's not my decision, guys. It's the customer's decision on what they get. So my customers, it takes them about, my customer takes me about all day to pick a car out. His customer takes like an hour and they're done. They done figured out what they want. I mean, that quick. My customer, he's still sitting over the car over here. Hadn't even pulled it up front. I said, man, pull the car up front. Let me get a tag on the back. He ain't even pulled the car, cranked it up yet to even bring it up front. What in the world is he doing? Okay. No, it's automatic. But the only thing with it is the blower motor's out on it right now. It's a $60 part. It sits up under the glove box, and basically it makes the AC. It makes the fan cut on in the car. Right. It don't work. Right. So you ain't got no air in there right now. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I was to start it up, it wouldn't start up or something?
No. You know, like when you go in there to cut the fans on, like the AC and the heat, the fans aren't cutting on. Right. It's the blower motor went out in the car. Right. We've priced it out. It's like $60 for the part. Right. But I just ain't had time to get anybody to put it on or anything. Right. So I mean, other than that, actually, the car pretty clean, drives pretty good, but it does got some lights on in it. Like, I think it was an accident because when you open that door on the driver's side, it kind of rubs on the fender. Right. I'm just saying, it's got a couple little things, you know? Right. I
want to try the gray one, but the only problem I had with the gray one was it didn't have no gas in it. That's the only reason why I didn't.
Did y'all drive it or didn't?
Yeah. I drove it just a little bit, then I seen it had no gas, I just turned back around.
Okay.
So I didn't really test it, but I like the way that one rides.
Well, maybe, I'm just saying, you think this because of the mileage on it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Okay, all right, let's figure this out. It ain't got no gas in it?
No.
Okay, let me see the key real quick. Let me figure this out. Okay, give me a second. All right, ain't got a lick of gas in this gray car. And he is so he's indecisive on what he wants. And she's done rolling out for the night. So we are really kind of, oh man. When you hear selling cars, you hear to sell cars. I mean, can't make a decision I mean, it's like, pick a car and drive it. This is very simple, my friend. Find one you like and move on. Okay, it's a cheap car. You drive it for a year or two, you get another car. That's what you do. All right, now I got him driving the Pontiac G6. Now, here's the thing. He says out here on the lot while he's... Hold on a minute now, guys. Now he's pulling into the damn parts store over here. He's doing exactly what I thought he would. He's pulling our Pontiac over there to O'Reilly's. This cat is about as kooky as they come. I don't know what he's up to, but we had a car earlier he took over there to get checked out. Now he's back over there again getting that car checked out. He must know somebody that works over there at O'Reilly's Auto Parts, but he's sitting inside this car here. I walk over here with the key and the tag, about put him in it, let him test drive it. This is in his price range. He's $2,500. This is a $2,100 car. And he jumps out of this to go over there to that one, the other Pontiac, that's $800 higher. And then he goes, well, the reason I didn't drive that one over because they ain't got no gas in them. And then I get the key, crank it up, it's got freaking quarter tank of gas in it. And he's sitting in the car looking at that one, and then he sees the Ford Focus over there for $1,900, and he goes, what's wrong with that one over there? I like that one over there. It's only $1,900. So he cannot make his mind up. I look at him, I say, dude, you got to get a car. You are here right now with no vehicle, catching a damn Uber ride. You have no car. You have your wife out here. You have your 2 children. You got to get a car tonight, bro. So what he's doing, guys, let's give him a little break. He's a young dad, man. He looks like he's only 22, 23 years old. And he's already got 2 kids and a baby and a wife. Married with children, huh? Let's give him a break, man. I think Pops is freaking trying to do the right thing for his family and find the perfect cheapy used car. So him and his family aren't SOL with a car over the next couple months with something sitting down, broken down in the yard. So guess what? Take your time, bro. Let's get through this and let's find you something that you can work with tonight. That's what we're doing. All right, everybody. Well, it is technically going on 9:30 at night. We are finally finished. Customers finally finished. And what a freaking finishing it was. Man, what an amazing moment tonight. We sold the Mazda 3 hatchback. Let's go outside and let's finish this deal. I'm out. I'm out of here, guys. This has been a long day. I mean, a long day for 150 bucks. So let's get on out of here. All right. All right, guys. How was your boy Chad today?
Man, he was cool, man. He was, he hooked us up.
Yeah. All right.
For us,
Cool. Y'all happy with the car?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Peace. Thank you for the business.
All right,
appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night. Hey, enjoy the car. Seriously. And if motor mounts, that's all you need. Right. Seriously. You're going to be good to go. Other than that, yeah, you straight, dude. Seriously. Enjoy it, okay? All right. Have fun. And I'm going to have to come next one day.
All right.
All right. Peace, guys. Have a good night. Bye, little ones. All right. Put the headlights on. All right, everybody. We worked everything out tonight. Got them in a car, a nice car. Man, let me tell you, folks, they had a hell of a fine day buying a used car for tax season. I'm just saying, they've been through a lot. And they went to a car store. I ended up finding out the guy at the car dealership didn't do any paperwork with them other than give them a title and send them the hell on their way. We get in my office here tonight and it's like, car insurance, what? We didn't know we needed car insurance. That's what took so long because they had to basically get car insurance before they can go home tonight. Can't put them on the road without it, okay? Like I told him, I said, the other guy doesn't care about you if you get down the road and get pulled over, get arrested with your family there because you got no car insurance. He doesn't care, but we do, and you got to have car insurance because I don't want you getting arrested, bro. All right, let's get on the road. Let's get out of here.